Hi guys, it's Chris from The Crafty Carver here, hoping that you carve out some time this week to do what you love. As you can see, my background is different. My hubby gifted me this new glassboard studio board for our 25th wedding anniversary. So that's what we've been carving out time to do this week, is to celebrate. And so I hope that you're carving out some time too. You probably remember seeing this image from my previous video where we used a cloud stencil here to add a little color to the background. And this is going to be a flip through of my junk journal planner kit. It is another planner kit, just like Nuts for November was, but this one is going to be called Christmas Cuties because we have all these cute little Christmas fairies here. So we're going to go ahead and flip through these. You've seen this page. So in the kit, this is what you will get. So you'll get this page with the little cuties on it. And there is plenty of plain type background pages for writing because I am a journaler. I journal my prayers every day. And so I love this little snowflake pattern that has the hearts and the stars on it, which just incorporates everything in. And there's those cuties again with some little Christmas lights on more lavender background. And here is another one of the more plain backdrops with just some neutral snowflakes for journaling. We've got some different cuties here decorating a Christmas tree with a little hot cocoa with a cookie in it. And there's some of those cookies in the corners of the pages there on this one. Here they are again on a little more detailed background with some cookies and snowflakes, and we brought that moon in and some stitching here on the edges. And just forgive my printer, it didn't want to pull this one through the correct way, so I had to cut off some of the stitches there. We've got some white border showing here, but this is one of the background pages that'll be fun to make some ephemera from. And here are some more cuties decorating a Christmas tree that's got some candy canes on there. And I just love this background. It's so simple with just the little evergreen boughs and the gold bows in the corner. And here they are again with this, oh, I love this deep emerald bow. I don't know if you can get all the colors on that. I guess you can if I bring it closer. I just love the colors on that. And here is one of my favorite background pages, just that light pink with the red bows and the holly and berries. And then here is a more buttercream colored background, and that background page again. And then we have some cuties on either side of the page here with some writing space, which I love. And then that lavender background with the hearts and the snowflakes and the stars. And here we've incorporated one of the little green fairies with some purple, which is just giving real Tinkerbell vibes, and I totally love that. She's my jam. And then here is one of the writing pages I created. And then this is one of the plain background pages with the Christmas lights. And you've seen that one. And here's where I took that background from the very first image that we had. You can see it here. And it looks like I covered it in tissue paper, which I love, which mutes it down and makes it great for writing. And then we have the ephemera pages. So there's tons of ephemera here. I found in the last kit that there wasn't enough for my my meal cards and my to-do cards that I really like to do. So I added many more journaling cards. So you can use this as a journaling card in a pocket, or you can use this as a tuck spot, and this is your journaling card. Lots of flexibility there, and some miniatures of all those little fairies to play with. And this page was super fun. I made a belly band here with this wreath in the center that I love. And then we have some corner pockets and some tags that can go in there with, again, some more of those little minis sprinkled throughout that you can fussy cut. And then I like a big journaling card. I mean, what's the point of calling it a journaling card if there isn't enough space to journal? So this is big. You can tell by the size of my hand how big this is, and then the pocket that goes in it. But the smart thing about this pocket, this isn't a page that it would go with, but if this page was folded in half, you can see that that pocket is still small enough that it's going to fit on half of a page. Okay, So then we have some brown colored stars and then some extra bows and then a little Christmas tree there and then a fun wreath that you could use. Just put one of those bows on there or put the cookies around the side. That would be super cute. So we're going to do some fun things with the ephemera, and I'll show you what I've been doing with that. But before we do that, let me show you the rest of the kit that you're going to get, which is an undated monthly spread, because I like to do my month nice and big where I can write on it and decorate it up a little bit. And then there's 5 weeks in December, so you're going to get 5 different weekly spread pages to use. These are all included in the kit. You can see that I just took those pages and I overlaid my weekly and made it a little less opaque so that you could see the pattern through it. And on this one, I switched it up and put it on this side, which I thought was fun. Okay. All right, so I have been having some fun with the ephemera, and I'll show you what I've been up to. I took one of those little cards and journaling tags, and I cut it out, and I have been actually using Distress ink in iced spruce for most all of my inking around the edges. It just brings a nice cool grunge to it that matches the kit, which I love. But then on the back side, I used Distress ink in Victorian Velvet, and that is a perfect color. You can see how it's just added some dimension to the tag here. The original tag color, let me show you compared to my other bit here. Maybe you can see the difference in the color. So I've just added a little bit using my pink makeup brush here. And so I just swirl on lightly the color to just give it a little bit of depth and grunge and just kind of making the digitals my own. So there's one of those. That's a little tag that I've been working on. And then I took one of those little octagon cards here and the pocket that it's going in, and I just decorated it up with one of the little fussy cut fairies with some Christmas lights. And you can see that those two things go together. I tied them together using the ribbon here that's the same color as the Distress ink in iced spruce. And then I used my Tim Holtz moon mask. I'm not sure that there's a number on here, but I used this little moon mask over the edge with some Distress Oxide in Dusty Concord. And then I just used the stamp that I got in a pack at Goodwill. It's from Stampin' Up. And I put it in the Distress ink, and I actually made those snowflakes the same color as the ribbon. So that was fun to play with. And then I worked on my belly band a little bit here. I stamped those snowflakes in Distress ink. And again, just random stamps. I don't think this one is from Stampin' Up. And this one looks like it's from Stampabilities. I get a lot of my stamps in just big old goodie bags from Goodwill. So, and then I had some bridal embossing powder that you guys are going to love this. Talk about a junk journal or heart. I've had this embossing powder from the Personal Stamp Exchange for 25 years. And the reason why I know that is because I use these on my wedding invitations. And I've been married 25 years. So, and it's still in there, and you can see it's like this beautiful iridescent snowflake color. Let me show you, see if you can see it. I don't know if you can catch all those beautiful shimmers in there. There's some like green and pink. And then I put it over the Distress ink while it was still wet and embossed those. So you can't really see it, but I can really feel it here, which is a fun touch. Then I had a recipe card in my junk that was just perfect, that perfect buttery color to go with the cookie here. And so I just took the cookie, fussy cut it, and I used Distress ink vintage photo around the edges and put it down. And look at this. It's a happy accident that it's actually going to fit inside the pocket here with this little journaling card. Now, this journaling card came out a little more cool toned, white and grayish, a little bit more than I wanted it to when I saw it together with the pocket. So I just went ahead and used some Distress Oxide in old paper. And this is such a unique color because it looks, let's see, it looks like it's almost green. But when you put it on the brush, it turns to like this yellow color, and it just gave that little buttery golden hue over the top. So I just tied those two things together like that and put a little cookie at the top here. So these two things will look super cute inside this journaling pocket. Okay, so just some fun stuff that I've been just messing around with there. I had these beautiful envelopes that had stars on the inside, which totally match our celestial Christmas vibe we've got going on here. And then I had another little recipe card with some ginger cookies and some peppermints, and I thought that'll be a perfect journaling spot in there. So I still need to decorate that up. But I did decorate along the flap again with my stamp and the Distress Ink Iced Spruce. And then on this side, let's see, I used a stamp set here. I'm not really sure again what it is. It comes in one of these little pouches. So yes, I do know what it is. It is Yuletide Joy. It was the stamp of the month from Close to My Heart. And so I got this set, and I just love that little Noel in there. So I used the Noel and then my snowflakes. I fussy cut the Christmas tree and one of the stars and the bows, glued it all down over some white lace, as you see there. So this will be a cute flip in my journal, and then there'll be some journaling space here, which is lovely too. I cut out my little side tucks and I inked those up with the iced spruce. And again, I just love that dark iced spruce around the edges. It just brings such an evergreen vibe, and I'm loving it. And then I cut out the little snowflake journaling card and pocket, and again added more snowflakes. And I have this little tree that I cut out of the ephemera, and I'm not done decorating this yet, but I'm sure something cute will come about with this. And I've been playing around with adding some pink and some green tulle into this because their little fairy skirts are so fluffy. And so I'm excited to spend some time with that. But one of the things that I want to show you is when I do my junk journal planner. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. When I do my junk journal planner, I usually print back to back with items. And the items that I put back to back are, I print them like this. So I pretend this is back to back with me. I print my weekly spread, and then on the back side, I print my sermon notes. So these I did not print double-sided because I wanted to show you everything that you got in the kit. And my sermon note pages are not included in the kit. These are for my personal use because I purchased this digital from another digital artist. And so I just love the format, and it works great with opacity changes to use it in my journals. So I just usually print this back to back with my sermon notes. And then when I fold it into a signature, when this is printed back to back, it just works out perfectly that my sermon notes for that week are right on the back of my weekly to-do spread. Okay, so, but this month I did not do that, again, because I just wanted to show you guys what you get. So I'm going to do my sermon note pages in the journal separately this time. Let me make sure I get those put aside. So I want to show you how to go about and what to do when you have beautiful digitals on one side and then you're plain white on the other side and you don't know what you're going to do. Okay. And my monthly spread, let me see if I can find that. What did I do with my monthly? Let me see. I've got that tucked away here with some other papers, I have a feeling. Well, anyway, I don't know if you remember these pages that we played with when we were working with the cloud stencil. I have all of these purple pages now, which are absolutely perfect to make a little signature out of. And I really wish I could find that monthly spread page so that I can show you. Oh, here it is. My goodness. Okay. So sorry about that. So we have the monthly spread page. And so if you put it into the signature, if you just fold it in half and let's say we start the signature because we want it to be month to month, right? Oh, there's half of it, but where's the other half? So that never works for me. So I always created it with this space in the center. So the very first page of my signature, I can do like just a monthly opener. So in my Nuts for November journal, got a birthday card there I need to mail out. See how I created this page with one of the digitals and it just says November and it's got some stenciling in the back? I'm going to do the exact same thing this month, only it'll probably be on these clouds that we used here in the back. And I thought maybe I would use one of the green fairies on that purple. Let me see if I can pull one in here. Oh, like these little gals decorating the tree. I could fussy cut around them and the tree and have those purple clouds in the background with them. We may do that. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but anyway, we'll get to that. So then when I open the page here, what I have is a double page spread if I cut this in half, which is what I'm going to do. So I do want to take some of the bulk out of the middle here in this space so that it fits neater on the page. So I'm going to show you a trick. I've already folded this in half. I learned this from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah because she doesn't measure when she cuts, which I love that because it just makes things faster. So I want to remove some of that here in the center on both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my scissors, and whatever I'm cutting here is actually going to end up being double that I've removed. So do you see how much of that space I've removed in the center? So now I can put one page here. Oops. And one page here. And I've got all this room here to decorate and do December 2024 to write out my routine that I want to try and stick to, right? And then as I start flipping the pages, I can go ahead and cut these pages as well and just do them as double page spreads. You see where I'm getting at with that? And then they'll all be on this purple background, drawing that through the whole journal. So I just think that'll be super fun. And then I can just add in a section with maybe some tabs that has all of my, so I can use this as my header for that first page and put a file tab on there that says sermon notes. So I'm going to get busy working in this journal off camera. I have no idea what I'm doing for a cover yet or any of that, but I wanted to get this out to you guys much, much sooner so that you could begin working on your December journals ahead of time. I didn't really give you a whole lot of time to work with the November digital, so I really wanted to give you more time with that. If you are interested in the cloud stencil, that we used. Check out my Christmas clouds video, but here is the stencil. It's number ST-5218, and it is in the Crafty Carver eBay store, and I'll put a link to that down below. And again, this digital journal kit, including the planner pages, is a huge kit. I want to say it's like 30 pages if I remember correctly. So all of that is going to be offered on my coffee site for a $3 or more donation, and all of those funds go towards purchasing podcasting equipment and the fees for a lawyer to incorporate the ministry that I am starting called Choose Fire Ministries, to minister to pastors and churches in burnout. So I hope that you love this Christmas kit as much as I do. These little fairies are so adorable. And again, I got all of these little fairy images here from the Clip Art Corner on the Making and Creating website. So I hope you'll go check them out. If you like Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and you watch her, she always mentions them, and she has a link that you can get a discount, I think, off of the memberships. So make sure that you check out all of the creators that use Making and Creating and choose your favorite one, because they get a boost when you a little kickback when you use their codes to sign up. And I have never regretted joining the Digital Collage Club and Making and Creating. I love their images. They're super user-friendly and easy to use. As you can see, you can create beautiful things like this very simply. So I hope that you will stop back by and check out what I do as I finish up this little Christmas Cuties journal for my junk journal planner in December. Thanks, guys. I really hope you carve out some time to do the things that you love, even when the holiday schedule is so busy. We'll see you next time. Bye.